probably a very long list of things that get into the what's wrong or what's difficult to deal with. Sometimes your biggest issue is understanding what compliance standards, regulations that you're subject to, and then also knowing that just because it's not a stated regulation, that doesn't mean it's not injecting enormous risk. From a technological perspective, corporations are a result of mergers and acquisitions. They bought a lot of point solutions over time, and when they're forced at a boardroom level, which is what compliance and risk are today, when you're forced to report against these standards that you're subject to or known risk or possible risk environments, it's very difficult to do. Some of it is just best business practice. Some of it is law and regulation, different by country. Some of it is by industry, and some of them are just self-imposed. I think the last one that a lot of people don't yet realize is you have to, at a boardroom level, and certainly an executive management level, assess risk even beyond the confines of compliance and standards and regulation. You've got to ask yourself within your enterprise, what are the things that can put my brand or my shareholder value most at risk? And then figure out how to mitigate that with technology, reporting, policy and practice, whatever. Don't build it from the ground up. There are solutions on the market today that can significantly simplify that process for you in the boardroom and get you the data you need without trying to bring 27 different reports together to get it done. The standards were put there for a reason, and that was we have the requirement and the desire and the right to protect credit card data, to protect both the owner of that credit card, the person, as well as the company who underwrites the risk associated with it. So there's a lot of loss there, so you want to control it and minimize loss. Same thing on the patient medical record side. You've got to be concerned about patients' private medical information leaking it out, whether you're, John Doe living in Dubuque, Iowa, or you're a famous person. It really doesn't matter that you own personal and private information. So do I think they're trying too hard? No, I think they're important. I think they will continually evolve so that they make sense for the person as well as the companies that are involved in trying to manage and enforce it. In the beginning, it's hard to see how you save money doing this. But I think over time, we've proven, Deming proved it in Japan, a lot have proved it elsewhere around the world, that by improving your processes, you take a lot of waste and unnecessary excess out of your business management life cycle. And that's what this is about. This isn't about making your life more expensive or more difficult. In some cases in the beginning you feel like it is because it makes you change the way you've done things, sometimes for years. But this is about improving process, making things more efficient and safer in the long run. We happen to collect an enormous amount of data from our endpoints and servers around the world for our customers. A lot of it has to do with part of its inventory, what's running out there that should or should not be, and how does that go against your corporate internal policies. We also have technologies that manage known vulnerabilities within your network and have you mitigated those to an acceptable standard as dictated by these policies. We talk about the ability to have data leave your network. We have device control technologies that eliminate the ability for people to pull information off your network that they're not allowed to have. So we sit in a very interesting part of the IT component to a lot of these standards and can contribute aggressively to them.